So story type 3, this one's called the I've been there. Now remember when I was talking about stories really positioning you in the relationship with your customer? Where do you fit into their journey towards what they want? This is what story type 3 is magical for, and story type 4. The I've been there is that you are positioning yourself as a mentor. So this is really a mentor archetype when you are establishing that your brand character is mentor. Often this story will parallel or mirror the customer story. So it'll be similar. It'll basically be saying like, I've been through exactly what you're going through. I've done it myself. I know all the details. I know all the feelings about it. I've been there. It establishes that your experience has given you the tools to help your customer. So it is so much more about, I've been through it before and I learned how to hack this problem myself, and so now I have the tools to help you. Now, the reason this is different than the how story is the how story doesn't necessarily have to be super personal. This is much more of a personal story that explains your period of time with a similar struggle or pain point that your customer is experiencing. And so you can use this story on a sales page, you can use it in your about page if it aligns with your core brand messaging, you can use it in live video, social media. You can also tell the story on stage if you want to share your personal experience of overcoming a core obstacle, which totally mirrors the obstacle that your that your customer overcomes in working with you. Again, webinar masterclass, media interviews, so there's a whole load of ways that you can be using the story. It's right for you if you work in a high-touch environment with clients. So if you do highly specialized work and you decided to do this work because of personal experience, it's perfect for you. If you've been through the same struggles as your clients or customers. So, for example, I've worked with health coaches who have faced some severe health issues and then as a result have really devoted themselves to health and wellness, and they help other people through these same health issues too. So that's a great example of a perfect way of fitting that story into their marketing. If your offer has been designed based on personal experience and you've been through the same struggles, so it's so much more personal and so much more about your experience and your experience establishing you as the right person to help them. So here's how you tell it. You want to identify the goal and the obstacle that your customer is facing. So they want to feel great. If, let's say, we're going with the health coach example, they want to feel amazing. They don't feel amazing. Maybe they're having digestive issues, or they're having migraines, or they're having some kind of nagging health issue that can have specificity based on what we're talking about. You want to then acknowledge that you're familiar with the obstacle from personal experience. This is where you'll see something like, I totally get it. I've been there myself. I've totally been through it. I know what you're feeling. I identify. Because when we're writing copy, it's always a one-on-one conversation. This could be told, this doesn't have to be told that way. You can tell the story, well, I really wanted to feel better and I wasn't feeling better. And I understand how my customers feel because I've been there myself. See how that's different tenses? So you can take this foundation and use it flexibly across your marketing. It doesn't always have to be for copy. You want to share the journey that removed this obstacle for you. So what did you try? What healed you? What fixed the problem? Maybe it was a productivity hack that you discovered. Maybe what was it that helped you remove the obstacle and get closer to your goal? And then you want to explain the tools that you've gained that would be of value to the customer. So working with me is going to help you fast track through all of this expertise and experience because I've spent X amount of years doing this to solve my own problem. And so now I can kind of fast track you through what's going to help you, and I'm credentialed, and et cetera, et cetera. So what are the tools that you've gained that make you more valuable to your customer to help them achieve their goal? And then again, you always want to end with the clear takeaway or invite the customer to take action. The message is, I can guide you to where you want to go. Like a Sherpa. That is the underlying message of that story type.